Hello everyone, it's Nicole here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, thank you so much for stopping by. This channel is all about houseplants, plant shopping, plant care tips, and anything plant related. If you're looking for a channel like this is it, so make sure you hit the subscribe button down below so that you will not miss out any of my future videos. Anyways, in today's video, I want to share some of my favorite houseplants / gardening supplies that I think you should always get at Dollar Tree because one, very affordable, just $1, and second, most people have Dollar Tree in their location, so it's easier for them to find the same items in their area. Before we get started, I would like to thank you today's video sponsor Skillshare, and we're going to talk more about them shortly. Alright, let's jump into today's topic. The first houseplant or gardening item that I think you should always get at Dollar Tree is their pots. Every year in spring, Dollar Tree will put out a lot of new pots in their gardening section. Different sizes, different colors, different materials. They have a lot of plastic pots. Some of them are very good quality, such as the ones that I got. I've been using those pots from Dollar Tree for 2-3 years now, and they're still holding up pretty well, and this one is even a self-watering pot. It's just very handy when it comes to watering my plant. If you like to do some propagation in spring and summer just like me, these 6-inch pots might be a little bit too big. Well, Dollar Tree has some smaller ones. They are about 3-inch to 4-inch large, and I think they are perfect. It depends on the size that you're looking for. They usually come with 6 pots or even 10 pots in one pack, so it's very good value. You can use it to germinate your seeds for spring, or you can use it for propagation. And if you're looking for something that is not plastic, they also have some very cute terracotta pot. They're about 2-inch to 3-inch. Also comes with 2 to 3 pots in one pack. You cannot beat that price. Besides smaller pots like 3-inch to 6-inch, they also have a lot of medium to large size pot, a lot of 8-inch pot, 10-inch pot. They also have some hanging pots. And over the weekend, I went to my local Dollar Tree. I found some huge ones. I think they are about 12-inch or even 14-inch large. Pretty large, and the quality is pretty good. I was so shocked. Although it does not have drainage hole on the bottom of the pot, but you can easily drill some holes. I think they're perfect for medium to large size plants such as palm tree or bird of paradise. If you like to do gardening and you prefer container gardening, I think this size of pot is perfect for planting tomatoes or plants that have very deep root system. And I also really like their new pot colors. Instead of using bright red, yellow, green color, they have more and more neutral color pots, and I just love them. The second houseplant or gardening items that I like to pick up from Dollar Tree is their trellises. So I have different types of trellises from Dollar Tree, and let's talk about the largest one. So you can easily find this one at their gardening section. It comes with 2 colors. I picked up the black one. I also have a few sitting in my garage right now. They also have some green ones. So these trellises might be a little bit flimsy if you put it outdoor, but they are perfect for indoor plants because, you know, there's no thunderstorm inside our home. So they are great if you have some trolling plant, vining plant. I really like it. The next 2 are not trellises, but I like to use them as trellises. They're actually wreaths. There are 2 different shapes. This one is the round one and this one is the heart-shaped one. So let's talk about the round one first. There are 2 pieces in one pack, $1. Can you believe it? This is so cheap. Of course, you can use it as wreath, or like me, I like to put it on my plants such as Hoya and stick it in the soil and train my Hoya to grow up. If your plant has a lot of branches and a lot of leaves, kind of heavy, you can use a wire cutter to cut it here and just bend the edges a little bit and stick it to the soil. That would make it more stable. So this is the round shape. Another one that I really like is the heart shape wreath. So I picked this up around Valentine's Day. I think this is their Valentine's Day special. I like it so much because you actually don't need to use a wire cutter to cut it because this is an angle. All you have to do is stick it to the soil. But I would recommend you to put this big heart wreath in a at least 6 to 8 inch pot. That would make the whole plant or the look of it more balanced. So yeah, I really like it. You probably still can find the round wreath and this trellis at your local Dollar Tree, but this heart-shaped one might be a little bit hard to find. But when I stopped by my local Dollar Tree over the weekend, I still saw at least 10 to 20 of them in their gardening section. So yeah, maybe go check out your local Dollar Tree and good luck. I love my houseplants, but they got attacked by bugs so frequently. Two very common and annoying ones are fungus gnats and spider mites. There are so many ways to treat fungus gnat. I like to use 1 part of 3% hydrogen peroxide mixed with 4 parts water. I pour the solution onto the soil and it will kill the fungus gnat's eggs, and it's very effective. Dollar Tree sells a huge bottle of hydrogen peroxide for just $1. To kill the spider mites, I like to mix some 70% rubbing alcohol and a few drops of dish soap. I think the solution is so effective. I usually use the solution to spray the leaves and use a soft toothbrush to kind of brush the spider mites off. I usually repeat this process for 2 to 3 times and the spider mites will be gone, and I found it very effective. And yes, Dollar Tree sells 70% rubbing alcohol for also $1. It's also cheaper than Walmart and Target. The fourth houseplant and gardening item that I like to get from Dollar Tree is their glassware. The glassware is very high quality. It comes with different shape, with lid, without lid, and they also have some very beautiful vase. So I found it quite useful for propagation, or just put your beautiful moss ball in those containers. You can find some glassware with different color and pattern at Dollar Tree for just $1. The fifth houseplant and gardening supply that I like to get at Dollar Tree is their organization bins. I think they're one of the best value items at Dollar Tree. So you can use these bins not only for your houseplant tools, supplies organization, but also for propagation. Such as this clear bin, you can use it for propagation. You put some moss and then some cuttings and then put this lid on the top. You can easily use it to propagate or to recover some of your plants. I also like to use these storage bins. They are so cheap. For example, these three in 1 pack for only $1. They also have larger size. There are 2 pieces in 1 pack, $1. They also have, it's just different color, different sizes. This one, the woven basket, $1. I use it to store my fertilizers, my yellow sticky papers for my stupid fungus nets. There are so many options for you to choose from. I recently reorganized my garage. I have a lot of gardening supplies, houseplant supplies sitting in our garage, and it's kind of messy. And I put them into these bins and also label them. They just look way better. Talking about labeling, you can pick up some chalkboard tags from Dollar Tree. This is the bag that I pick up. There are 6 pieces. You can also find some chalkboard stickers. There are even more pieces from Dollar Tree. However, my Dollar Tree does not carry it. Dollar Tree also sells chalkboard pen, and if you are propagating some Hoya in this bin, for example, you can put a chalkboard sticker. Assume this is the sticker, stick it here, and you put the Hoya names, Hoya varieties on the sticker. So every time when you take it out, you know exactly, okay, this is my Hoya propagation box, and that one is my philodendron propagation box. It just makes everything clear and organized for you. I also like the cleaning caddy a lot. I like to put some frequently used houseplant items there, such as fertilizers, spray bottles, some pots, gloves, and tools. I found it very convenient and easy to carry them around the house. Dollar Tree also sells some gardening label sticks. I think they are one of the must-have items if you plan to do any outdoor gardening. Of course, they can be used indoor. You can use it to label your plants, your herbs, anything like that. But every year, when I plant my tomato plants, I love different types, different varieties of tomatoes. But after I put the seedlings in the ground, by the end of the season, I have no idea which variety of this tomato plant is and what variety of that tomato plant is. But with the help of the labeling sticks, I don't have to worry about anymore. One thing to keep in mind is you gotta use waterproof markers. Otherwise, when it rains, you will not see the handwriting anymore. Number 7, fertilizer. Although I have a lot of fertilizer home, I still like to pick up the Job's 30 count houseplant food spikes from Dollar Tree. It's only $1 for 30 counts. If you order from Amazon, Amazon usually sell them 50 count or 60 count for $5 to $6. So Dollar Tree is way cheaper than Amazon. Although I have a lot of fertilizers at home, I like to use some organic fertilizers, some fish fertilizers for my houseplant. However, I don't like the smell of fish fertilizer. I mean, I can put up with it from time to time, but during the growing season, especially if you are using fish fertilizer or organic fertilizers, you probably have to fertilize your plants way more frequent than regular chemical fertilizers. So I pretty much have to do that every month or every other weeks, and that is a lot, and I don't want my house smells like that fish. So for some medium to large size plants, I usually like to put a food stick into the plant. For example, I have a 10 feet bird of paradise at home. I like to just put that little food stick into the bird of paradise, and I just need to replace that stick every 3 or every 5 months. I cannot remember, I need to read that instructions. So yeah, I recommend you to use the food spike on a larger plant instead of smaller plants. For smaller plants, because some of them are quite sensitive or their roots are not fully developed, I still recommend you to use the regular fertilizer for them. Last but not least, I like to pick up gloves, scissors, and spray bottles from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has a lot of gardening gloves. Some of them are thicker, some of them are thinner. So the solid color ones are usually thicker. If you want your gloves to be more breathable, you might want to go with the pattern ones. I always pick up a couple pairs from Dollar Tree every year. One is for my outdoor gardening and one is for my house plants. And scissors. I've been using this pair of scissors for 3 years now. So mine looks a little bit dirty and rough because I use it not only for my houseplants but also for my outdoor gardening. I use it to prune my tomato plants multiple times per season. So that's why, yeah, they look kind of rough. But if you only use the scissors for your houseplants, your scissors could probably last for 3 to 5 years, no problem. So I think the quality is pretty good. I also like the spray bottle. So this year it comes with 3 different colors and 2 different shapes. I like to keep one just for water, just to use to mist my plant, and the second one is for my alcohol and dish soap solution, and the last one would be my 3% hydrogen peroxide and water solution. Because they're different colors, so whenever I grab that spray bottle, I know exactly what solution in it. If you still get confused, of course, you can use some chalkboard labels to label it. You can get them from Dollar Tree. Last but not least, I would like to thank you today's video sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. There are so many classes and topics that you can choose from, such as how to increase your productivity, photography, like how to take better pictures with your plants or for your plants. One of the classes that I'm currently taking is Photography for Instagram, Capture and Share Your Life by Hannah Argyle. She shares so many great methods and tips to help me take better pictures for my plants and my future baby. There are so many things happen in our life. No matter how big or small the adventures are, they're all worth capturing and sharing. And we don't have to have a fancy camera to take a good photo. We all can do it with just the phone we have. Skillshare is curated specifically for learning, meaning that there are no ads and they are always launching new premium classes, so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. And it is less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. But now, the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description box will get a free trial of premium membership so that you can explore your creativity, and I will put the link in the description box. Alright, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on bell notification so that you can get notified whenever I have new videos up. And in the comment section, please let me know what are your favorite houseplant and gardening supplies that you always like to get at Dollar Tree. I would like to explore more options. Alright, that's it for today's video. My name is Nicole. I will see you in my next one. Bye bye!